Hello, everyone. Welcome back to ThreadTalk podcast. I'm your host, Teresa.
And I'm Denver.
I just realized every time you introduce me, you say, I'm Denver, and this is my lovely wife, Teresa.
My beautiful wife, Teresa.
And I don't say that to you. This is my beautiful husband, Denver.
Oh.
Today, we are talking about... What are we naming this episode?
Dating apps?
Dating apps. Well, yeah, the gist is we're going to be talking about dating apps. Tinder, Bumble, Grindr, all of the above. I have no experience in this field, so
I have too much experience.
you have too much
in this field.
So we balance each other out.
Wow.
And I'm still going to give my opinions.
Like we always do.
Exactly.
Welcome to episode 95. Coming to you guys live from Kelowna, BC. First time since we started RV Life that we've done the episode in the same place.
Wow.
2 weeks in a row.
Because we've been here for so freaking long.
Because we were doing 2 weeks in Kelowna, so...
We will shortly be in Lake Louise. By the time this is out, we'll actually be probably gone from Lake Louise. We will be.
To infinity and beyond.
I'm ready for this episode. I'm excited. I got some really juicy, some funny stories.
Same. I mean, no.
I'm ready.
All my stories are terrible.
Sure.
Why do you
Let's go
guys
with
even
that.
come to this podcast? Why would I get good stories?
Sure.
No, I mean, my stories are better than Teresa's stories. They always are. If you're Team Denver, you think Denver has the best stories, just write Team Denver in the comments down below.
Okay.
Because everything's a competition.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is so healthy.
I love it. It's such a healthy competitive spirit. Yeah. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I've got 15 stories.
Okay, that's unrealistic.
No, a lot of them are short, so I think we'll get through more stories than we regularly do.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's rapid fire these.
Okay, then go ahead.
Rapid fire. This one's coming from r/self. Title: My Hinge date left mid-movie. Pretty much just the title. We met up at the movie theater to watch this new horror movie called Together, which she suggested to watch. This was after she had to reschedule our dinner date last Friday. I know movies are bad first dates. Anyways,
Yep.
we chat for a little during the previews and then proceed to watch the movie. I didn't make any advances. Not that you can do that much in a public theater anyways, lol.
Interesting.
30 minutes into the movie, she tells me she has to go to the bathroom. I wait like 10 minutes. Then I text her to ask where she went. No response. Then the rest is history. I finished up the movie because I wasn't going to let my ticket go to waste. But this was also kind of a sting to my ego. At the same time, I'm not hurt because disrespectful people will be disrespectful. Shrug. I actually have found a new appreciation for horror movies as I never usually watch them. So I guess I'll take that as a plus.
Interesting. All valid points, he states.
Yeah,
However,
I find it really weird here because he says in brackets, I know movie dates are bad first dates. Are they? I don't know. And then it says I didn't make any advances, not that you can do much in a public theater anyways. I mean, you could potentially, if you wanted to, kiss said person that you're on a date with.
if you guys are catching Denver's drift, he did this exact same thing to me.
I did this to you. I love how she says it like that. I love how Teresa's like, Denver did this to me.
Well, I didn't kiss you.
You agreed to go to the movie.
Yeah, we did go to the movie, but in our defense, we did
Mini golf.
So many other things.
Dinner. And then
And a
the movie
movie
because
in
we
the
didn't want the
same
night to
night.
end.
Yeah.
Wasn't the only
I
activity
actually
on
don't
the
even
list.
know if the movie was planned, was it?
I don't think it was. I think we did mini golf and dinner, and then after we were like, hey, we didn't want to go home. Like we wanted to continue to hang out with each other because we were having a really good time.
Yeah.
And we were like, what else do you do this late at night? We're not going to go to a club, so you want to go watch a movie? I mean,
that is what
realistically,
happened.
it was kind of early. It was only like 8, 9 o'clock when the movie happened. Remember what movie we watched?
Ryan Gosling was in it.
Blade Runner.
Yeah, it was boring.
It was terrible.
It was so boring that Denver had to kiss me during the movie.
Just to keep it interesting. Yep. Didn't stop you from kissing me for like 40 minutes straight after the movie in the parking lot.
All right, let's settle down.
Top comment texter. I know you were surprised to see that I bailed while you're in the bathroom.
Oh, I get it. That one took me a little bit.
Oh, I get it. Like pretend like he had left her
Yeah.
and she just didn't know because she never came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, text her, be like, "Hey, I'm so sorry I left when you went to the bathroom. I don't
This
think
is
we're
gonna work
compatible."
out.
Yeah. That's the way to win.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's like, "Wait, he left? No, bitch, I left. What are you talking about?"
I like it.
It's pretty I don't know, it's pretty classless though. Like just leaving in the middle of I'm going to go to the washroom and then never coming back. Like whether it's movie date,
Also,
dinner
like,
date, like any kind of date.
but I feel like a movie date is the strangest of them all because you don't you're not getting to know the person. So what could possibly have gone so wrong
Yeah.
during the time that you're sitting beside each other silently?
That's an interesting take. Like you didn't get to know the person to dislike them.
So what happened?
Yeah.
Where did I go wrong?
She said that she picked the movie too. Maybe she just wasn't into it.
Not being into the movie is way different than leaving a date. You suck it up.
That's true.
That's interesting.
Crazy. All right, over to you.
All right. Am I the asshole for reporting my Tinder date to the FBI?
FBI?
So I, 27 female, recently went on a Tinder date with this guy, 32 male, who works at a nuclear power plant. Seemed interesting over text, but the actual date turned into a complete nightmare. He shows up 45 minutes late, no apology, just starts bragging about his job as shift leader in the control room. His attitude was really off-putting. He talks about having power over, quote, midgets and vermin. And by that, he means people in general, which was really disturbing. He ranted about how much he hates everyone he sees and how he wants to cause chaos and destruction. I tried to steer the conversation to something else, but he kept fixating on this job. Then things got really worse. He starts bragging about knowing how to trigger a reactor core meltdown, laughing about it like it's some kind of joke. I couldn't tell if he was serious, but it totally freaked me out. It seemed like he was getting a kick out of the idea of using his position to cause a catastrophe. I ended the date early, went home, and couldn't stop thinking about what he said. Was he trying to impress me in a sick way, or could he really be dangerous? After a lot of thought, I decided to report him to the FBI. I figured it's better to be safe than sorry, right? But now I'm second guessing myself. Some friends think I did the right thing, but others say I should have just ignored it, since he was probably joking. Can't shake the feeling I might have overreacted and potentially ruined someone's career over a bad joke. So Reddit, am I the asshole for reporting my Tinder date to the FBI for bragging about being able to cause a meltdown?
This is insane. This is reminding me of the TV show that I watched that you didn't want to watch about Chernobyl.
Okay.
About the nuclear meltdown in Russia.
Someone who worked there set it off?
Well, it ended up being like a bunch of people, mainly due to like negligence and not understanding the characteristics of the nuclear reactor. But yeah, like the world's biggest nuclear disaster in Chernobyl. You should have watched the show. You would have learned something. It was a really good show. Really, really good show.
Sounds boring.
My brother-in-law says he watches it like twice a year. It's such a good show.
Chris?
Yeah.
Why do you say my brother-in-law like that?
Well, I'm going to say Chris, and they're going to be like,
They know
who the fuck
Chris is.
No,
We did an episode with Chris.
What if they're new, though? Did they watch episode 8
Then they
or
should have.
something?
It was episode 16. They should
16?
have watched it.
Do you think that hypothetically possibility, maybe a lot of new people have come on board since then and haven't
Maybe.
watched the old one?
Go binge the old ones.
So my brother-in-law, Chris. Yeah, this is report his ass. That's so creepy and scary, and I think I want to move to a safer area.
To another country.
Okay, that's hard to do. So I'm just gonna move 6 hours away from the power plant. I'm gonna get away from the power plant.
Is that what the catastrophe, like the extent of it would be? 6 hours away? Because I don't know shit about fuck.
Okay, so the Chernobyl was like the worst one that we've had so far.
Wait, is this real?
Yeah, it happened in 1986.
Oh, I thought it was fictional.
Did you not pay attention during history class? I think Chernobyl is in history class. And
No.
it probably would have been in science class.
To answer your question again, no.
Oh, because nuclear power is a
I
really,
hated history and science.
really big thing. Happened in 1986 and ended up being a 30-kilometer radius around the nuclear plant that was
30 kilometers?
evacuated and sealed off. But I could have swore.
That's weak.
No, I feel like that's the exclusion zone. But it spread farther than that. It covering an area of 15,000 square kilometers. Maybe that's the
I
same
don't.
thing. I don't know. It's really, really far, and the ash and the fallout went really, really far.
Okay.
It's a good show. You should watch it. It's like history.
I'm good. Top comment says, there are multiple layers of safety mechanisms at nuclear power plants. It's not as simple as some disgruntled employee triggering a catastrophic failure that causes the core to collapse. If that were the case, anyone having a terrible day or being given a nice payout could kill people and or contaminate large areas by pressing a button. OP replies, he had a really complicated plan to shut down the coolant, which included drugging his coworkers and barricading himself in the control room. He also said he has some convoluted loophole to get past automated safety features. Maybe he was completely full of shit and making it up, but it sounded real to me.
That's fucked. Yo, that's so much more detailed.
He's thought this
Bro,
through.
no, that is not just saying, oh yeah, I could cause a catastrophe if I wanted to from my position. No.
It's like, no, I got the drugs right now.
I got the plan. Here's the fucking blueprints. Yes. Report him to the FBI. God damn. Okay, yes, well, one person can't, like, sabotage is possible. But I don't know, because the way that the Chernobyl thing happened, it was because they used a certain material because they were cheap, and it caused a spike. So I don't know how other ones happen and stuff, but I'm sure it's possible. But it's probably really, 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 really hard nowadays.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, this dude's unhinged though.
Yeah. So there's an update. It says, so a lot's happened in the past 24 hours. Dude absolutely blows up my phone after the date, sending literally over 100 texts and voicemails. He gets increasingly angry that I won't respond. At first, he goes on about how I'm the perfect girl, I'm the girl of his dreams, he wants me to be his sidekick as he conquers the world, I'm the Harley Quinn to his Joker, yada yada yada. Then he gets increasingly angry and deranged as I won't respond, leaves these crazed voicemails where he's going on and on about I don't know what. He starts going on these incel rants like r/nice guys or whatever, going on and on about how women have never given him a chance and how he's going to teach them all a big lesson. So I finally give in and respond. I'm pissed off and wanted to knock him down a notch. I tell him I've contacted the FBI and I sent him the Reddit post. He says he doesn't give a shit because there's no way they can get him. I tell him he's full of shit because according to many experts whom commented here, commercial reactors have too many automatic safeguards to prevent a lone SRO from doing anything dangerous. So he sends me this picture of a thumb drive. He says the thumb drive has some code written in C that will disable all the secondary and tertiary safeguards and the emergency scram/shutdown. He says he's a self-taught cybersecurity genius and he knows how to disable all these systems. He told me this plan to drug his coworker and lock himself in the control room and explosives rigged up to stop police from coming in. He told me this is all to punish bitches and whores who never gave him a chance and to start the incel rebellion. Then he gave me a choice to be his queen or to perish like all other vermin. So I had enough at this point. Sent these messages to the FBI, also sent everything to the NRC and the Homeland Security tip line as people suggested. Still haven't heard anything. This is from 2023.
This is unhinged, man. Was there any nuclear reactors in this area like that went off? Like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, either he's convinced he can do it, so either he can or he can't. So who knows how that's gonna.
I just feel like her text back, like if he could do it, her text back would have set him, like, I think this would have like pushed him to do it. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like, he would have done it out of spite of her.
Yeah, might as well just said, "Well, then do it. Prove me wrong."
Yeah.
I think you're lying. Prove me wrong.
Wait, you want her to say that?
No, she might as well have said that because she didn't. She sent a dumbass text message to him. You should have just kept ignoring him. Do you live nearby the nuclear reactor? Like, maybe don't
Get out.
Don't tempt the freaking crazy guy. How about that? How about just let that shit go? Yo, that's unhinged.
Yep.
Unhinged. Oh my God.
That's a wild Tinder date story for sure.
Yeah.
All right, back to you.
All right. This one's coming from True Off My Chest. It's a Hinge date horror story. So, I met a guy off Hinge a couple months ago, and everything is going well. First day was fun. We headed off. Second day, I agreed to go to his house, and we drink and hook up. When I wake up in the morning, I discover he's not breathing and is blue. He had passed away. He had a heart attack in his sleep per the autopsy. Trying to wrap my brain around waking up next to a dead body. It is the scariest thing I've ever witnessed. I'm just so much at a loss. How do I move forward?
You really brought down the mood here. Jesus Christ.
Should I have saved this for our spooky episode?
No, but
Can you imagine, like, the first night that you sleep over at my house, you wake up beside a dead body?
no.
That's the most, I'm laughing it off because that's got to be the most traumatic experience
100%.
ever. If it's not happening to you, the only way to cope with that is to laugh it off while you're talking about it, because that's so messed up. That's insane.
Therapy forever.
That's a lot of therapy.
Forever and ever.
A lot of therapy. Absolutely.
Damn.
Top comment says, at least she sent him off with a bang. I'm so sorry this happened. Try not to laugh. Oh, fuck.
That was supposed to be funny.
It was, but
That
fuck.
was unhinged. What
That's
the hell?
unhinged. The best comment says, holy crap, that would be a nightmare and will continue to be if you don't get help. A therapist might be very beneficial to help process the experience and to ensure you don't completely entwine sex and dating with trauma. The brain can be a tricky thing.
Yeah, definitely hire someone ASAP.
The trauma. Okay, like you're a single person, right? And you go over, hook up. That happens to you. How do you...
You can't. Like, I feel like you can't go on another date forever, like for the rest of your life.
Right? You go on another date and then you hook up, you sleep over here, your body. It's going to wake you up every 5 minutes. You check in the person's pulse every 5 minutes. Eventually, they're going to wake up from you rustling around. They're
Literally.
like, what are you doing? Oh, the last person I slept with died. I'm just making sure you're alive. Jesus Christ.
You're fucked.
No, but like that's fucking trauma.
Oh, it is.
Holy
Very
bro.
much.
Like even okay.
You're crying.
Yeah, because that's the only way to process this. That's you get through it, right? You do the second night. You know, you come back over to his house second night. You know, that goes smoothly. Cool. 7 years down the line, you're gonna wake up in a freaking sweat because you're gonna have a dream that the person beside you that you're married to is not waking up.
Yeah, I feel like the only way to deal with this would be exposure therapy. No, actually.
Sleep beside more dead bodies in the morgue. And go to the morgue and find an empty tray. What do you mean exposure therapy? What the fuck?
No, that's not what I mean, you sicko freak.
Okay.
I just mean date more people that are alive. No, sleep. Okay, go on more first dates.
Yep.
Spend the night.
Tell the person, hey, can I spend the night with you because the last person I slept with didn't wake up?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying continue dating if you can, obviously. I'm just saying that this is the best way to probably get over this is the more people that you do this with.
So she should do it with lots of people.
The more people that you do this with, like...
The more times you do it with one person, maybe?
No. I think...
Oh, she's not allowed to pick one more person. She has to date multiple people. What? What if that
I
next
guess it could work
person's...
either way.
What if the next person's her soulmate? She's got to let him go.
Let's get over the trauma.
Could you imagine, though? You spend... How old's the person? Don't know. Let's say they're 20. You spend 70 years getting over the trauma, having the nightmares, waking up with the cold sweats, and then it happens again.
Well, yeah, that's at that point it's likely. An old age.
That's intense. I apologize for laughing so much. I just feel like it's like the only way to really like process. That was just so crazy.
Yeah.
I came across that one.
You should read another one because that one was so short.
Okay. So this one's going from Today I Fucked Up. Today I fucked up by making my boyfriend a Tinder account.
Hmm.
Okay, so Okay, so necessarily, this actually happened in the last couple of weeks. Basically, my boyfriend suffers from pretty low self esteem. Like, it's not like he's too bothered about his looks, but he rates himself a 5 out of 10 at best. Obviously, I think he's gorgeous and handsome, but even though I've been saying this for years, he does not believe me. So, for some stupid reason, I decided to show him that other girls would find him attractive by making him a Tinder account. I set him up an account, make him a bio, and just start swiping right. After a day, he got about a dozen matches on Tinder, and after I showed him this, I saw how he immediately became more confident and thanked me for the whole gesture. Cue my surprise when a couple days later, I checked the Tinder account I had basically forgotten after 24 hours, and I could see a lot of messages sent to a lot of girls my boyfriend had matched with.
Oh,
I confronted him and he denied it, but I mean, these messages even included promises to meet each other. Obviously, we broke up, and out of curiosity, I checked the Tinder account again after a week, and this breakup has clearly not slowed him down one bit. So now, the Tinder account that I made for him not only broke us up, but is now helping him navigate his new single life. LOL.
girly, what are you doing? If he, no, no way. Okay, that's not.
I don't think that's a very good solution to fix
No,
your
it's not.
partner's self-esteem.
No, it's really dumb, actually. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And yeah, I bet you've been together for years. And the second he's like, oh my gosh, girls, look at me. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. Ew. Honestly, you dodged a bullet, actually. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you for finding this out before you married this scumbag.
Yeah.
Because what would have happened if you're 40 with 3 kids and some random person at the gym hits him up and is like, or hits on him.
Or the grocery store.
Or the grocery store, anywhere.
He's holding some watermelons. She's like, nice melons.
She says nice melons to him? Sure. And then he just leaves you then. That would have been way worse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. What a fragile little man.
Talk comment. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Yeah. But honestly, not really. I think you did yourself a great favor here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it says a lot about yourself when you think you're only a 5 out of 10. I feel
What
like
do you mean?
I feel like he didn't have confidence in himself. I feel like you should be in a relationship with someone who's confident in their own skin, who's confident about themselves. Listen, I know I'm an ugly motherfucker. I'm a pretty ugly motherfucker.
That's an oxymoron.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
I
know I'm sexy and I know it.
I funnily enough watched TikTok today about like a bunch of very like well-known models and like Megan Fox.
Yeah.
She was actually the first one. It was like a compilation video of just all of them like interviewing and basically saying like how insecure they actually are. Like,
Oh, I remember watching a Megan Fox video about that too.
yeah.
When she was like currently being rated as like the hottest chick on the planet back in like Transformers Prime.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, everybody, like even literally the hottest people to walk this earth suffer from insecurity.
Exactly.
But
Megan Fox popping the hood on that Camaro.
okay, let's calm yourself down over
That
there.
was some daydreaming back then when I was
You know who I'm daydreaming about?
Justin Bieber.
Conrad.
Purse slip.
What?
The purse slip.
I love that lip.
Oh man, that
He's my actual crush right now.
the Conrad story that I read on Patreon,
Oh?
the last week's Patreon
No,
episode.
if you guys have been
dying.
on the brink of joining our Patreon, I swear to God, you need to join just for this one video. I've never laughed so hard in my entire life.
I killed
Ever.
it.
Ever,
It was
ever.
So funny.
It was so fucking funny.
To the person,
Denver-
I forget who it was, but to the person who commented that everything I do on this podcast is to make you laugh, I fucking knocked it out of the park
he killed it.
on
He
last week's
killed
Patreon
it.
episode. That was really good. Yeah.
So If that doesn't convince you, I don't know what will.
Little shameless plug, bonus episodes every Friday. Come join our Patreon. Good episodes, good stories, more dirty deeds on Denver and Teresa. All right.
All right, me.
Back to you.
All right, this one is coming from r/dating. If someone had told me that downloading Tinder would lead me to drawing a man a bath and checking him for a hernia, I would have laughed.
Hey, at least she's not dead. Too soon? Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Weirdest date ever. That's all I can say. Not a first date, but still weird. He, 44 male, invited me, 31 female,
Another problem.
to meet him at a coffee shop because we both had work we needed to do. After a few hours, we stand up to leave and he mentions that he injured himself earlier in the day.
Goddamn, what an amazing first date. Hey, let's go to the same coffee shop, pull our laptops open, and then stare at our computers. Great fucking first date.
Yeah, that's actually pretty terrible.
You might as well just go to the movies at that point.
Wait, she says not a first date, but still weird.
Oh, okay. That's better then.
Okay.
The second or third date, yeah, that's more reasonable. Like, hey, we're just looking for any excuse to hang out with each other. I'm here for it then.
Yeah. Wouldn't you know, he can't stand up and he can barely walk. Now, I'm not a petite woman. I'm 5'8", I work out, I can help. It's not like he's the mountain or anything, and he's built like a jackrabbit.
Do you know who the mountain is?
I don't.
Another episode where Teresa doesn't understand a reference. Game of Thrones. Remember Game of Thrones?
Oh, yeah.
We watched Game of Thrones.
Yes.
The really, really, really big guy?
There was literally, didn't they have like the most amount of characters ever?
Well, yeah, they did set a record for the most amount of
Okay.
characters with written lines.
So how am I supposed to remember the mountain?
He was in every single season. He was the biggest character on the whole TV show. He turned into that zombie character in the armor.
Okay. So I help him up and help him to his car, but he is struggling. I offered to make him dinner if he wanted to come over because I had been marinating some chicken anyway. He accepts and we head back to my house. It's worth saying that I have a 3-floor townhouse with lots of steps. It's also worth saying that I have a tendency to be clumsy, and I have all sorts of ace bandages, crutches, etc. in my house. I set him up on the couch, bring him water, a heating pad, a pillow to hold for sneezing and coughing, crutches to help him stand without using whatever was injured, and start cooking dinner. Eventually, he chimes in with, quote, I promise I'm not just trying to show you my dick, but can you look at this? Wouldn't you know, there's a weird bump near his groin. So now, what was a pulled muscle might actually be a hernia. I offer to take him somewhere, but he refuses. Instead, he asks me to wrap a compression wrap around the bump. Eventually, I ask him if a warm bath might make him feel better, and he says that it might. Trouble is, he can't really go from sitting to standing all too well. So I draw him a bath and sit there, the whole time. I jokingly throw in a colorful, sparkly bath bomb and bring him a glass of wine because of the sheer absurdity of the situation. I'm sitting here, bathing a grown man, one I met off Tinder. I felt his groin for a hernia. I compression wrapped said groin. This man has absolutely tested the limits of my domesticity, and I actually didn't mind. We've been seeing one another since December, and I'm kind of in love with him.
Damn. Okay. I mean, I'm glad that you're down for it, and that's cool. That's great. That's really, really nice of you, and
That's great for you.
cool as a keeper. If you, I know what you can do to avoid said issues.
What?
Don't date 13 years older than yourself.
It's going to be a lot of this in your future.
Yeah, it's gonna a lot. It's starting with the hernia. More is happening. Although, I feel like there's been a couple times where I've been like, I'm out. I'm done. Take care of me.
Oh, yes, and we're only 5 years apart.
Yeah, right. Remember when my back locked up that one time?
I know.
And then the last time it was like my
shoulder.
Hip, my shoulders recently. Hasn't like super locked up though. But like the last time was
I had
like
to massage you.
my pelvis, like my hip or
bane of my
whatever. Yeah, because it's rubbing me with your hands is the worst thing ever for you. Can't get Teresa to. I have to.
We've already talked about this.
Bro, in order for me to get a massage out of Teresa, usually either one, be in crippling pain and cry and beg her for a very long time, or B, win some sort of bet in order to get a 5-minute foot massage or back massage or something.
Hey, you're not here offering to massage me willy-nilly.
I literally just gave you a massage like 3 weeks ago.
When? For what did you massage?
Your whole body?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a problem giving you massages. I give you massages kind of often. You gave me a foot massage because you lost a bet, and then you're like, oh, can I have a foot massage?
Do
And
couples
instantly, I'm like, boom,
regularly give
massage for
them?
you.
Do couples regularly give their partners massages? I don't think that's a thing.
I wish it was.
Well, it's not in this relationship.
Oh, well.
Find someone else.
Yeah.
Top comment. Awesome story. I hope you two kids make it to the finish line.
Nice.
Cute.
If you want massages in this relationship, don't bother talking to me about it. Just go find yourself someone who'll give you massages. Was that an episode reference or is that a Patreon
Yes.
reference? Was that on
Oh.
Patreon? Regular episode?
I don't remember. It's all blurry.
I get lost in these. Okay. Back to me?
Mhm.
This one's going from r/Tinder. Catfish stories? ? Wonder if anyone has ever been catfished on Tinder. If you have, please share your stories. All right, so top comment with the most upvotes. I frequent the app nearly once a day and really just use it as a way to entertain myself between classes and nights when I have nothing to do. I always start conversations with matches in the most absurd way possible because why the fuck not? It actually does pretty well because these girls are tired of hearing, hey, are you my homework? Because I'm not doing you right now, but I should be.
Ha ha.
So I start this conversation with a recent match, probably an A +/-1 if anything, by saying, yo, do you like Christian Bale? And boom, we hit it off. It has been going great, and I decided to obtain the Snapchat of hers, and we started to talk on there. I snap selfies all the time to her throughout the conversation that day, but she was always just taking pictures of random shit in the house. No big deal, it was late, and I assumed she didn't have any makeup on or whatever, she needed to feel pretty. I get it, I didn't care. Anyways, next day, I asked her to go get coffee with me, and she says, how about we get coffee at my place instead? So I thought, hell yeah, let's fucking do this, boys. And this is how it goes. I enter the apartment complex and assume that she would be at the desk. She's not. Damn, I text her and wait there for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes passes and a text from her says, hey, I'm apartment 145. Just come on in, my roommate is on the couch and I'll be out in a bit. I walk up 3 flights of stairs and enter the room. I see the roommate. Me to her guy roommate. Hey man, I'm Randy. I'm Alyssa's friend. The roommate just stares. Fucking silence, just kind of sitting there. Whatever. I sit down and make sure I make a lot of noise coming in so she knows I'm here and to hurry the fuck up. Me. So man, did you go to the game the other day? It was hot as hell. The roommate. Yeah. So at this point, I'm kind of getting weirded out by the whole thing and assume this isn't going to end well. So I get up to leave because by that time, I had been there for probably 8 minutes. As I head for the door, the fucking dude says, hey, she'll be right out. And at this point, I didn't give a fuck because I was just going to take an L on this one and move on. Then she comes out of the room, and I kid you not, she was even hotter than her Tinder profile. I was blown away. But the story isn't fucking done here, boys. Me. Whoa, hey, holy shit. I'm here for coffee and my barista seems to be pretty darn slow. Can I talk to the manager? She laughs and kind of moves to the coffee machine. Here she looks at me and man, she was pretty. One of the cutest girls I've ever seen. At least I thought so at the current time. Her. Hey, can I ask you something? Me. Yeah? What's up? At this point, she kind of looks a little shy and real flirty at the same time. If you know what I mean. She kind of leans in all adorable like, and it was at the point where I think she was going to ask me to move past coffee and do something else. She says, like, I want to hook up with you. Do you want to hook up with me? I kid you not, guys. I was having a heyday in both my damn heads.
Oh, Jesus.
Me. Are you fucking kidding me? Have you seen you? Where do I sign up? Her. One condition, though. Me in my head. Oh, shit. She has a penis. Her. My roommate has to join us.
Oh.
I now need to explain her roommate. LGBT shirt on, scenic hair, sort of a fella. Could tell he was gay from a mile away. No big deal. More power to him, to be honest. His physical appearance, though, sloth. Dude is a big old fella and just wasn't my style. I'm heterosexual, but if the other dude is attractive, I never turn down a free Eiffel Tower. This time, though, it was with a troll. I had to tell her that wasn't my style, and she kind of told me to just leave then. My thoughts. Her roommate was ugly and wanted to get laid, and she was probably his really good friend. She felt bad, so she got on Tinder and found other dudes who were probably out of his league and pulled the whole, I'll have a threesome with my best friend, so I'll try to find a guy who'll be part of that whole thing. I'm the same way. If a buddy of mine were hanging out and we come across a girl who likes us both, easy peasy, no hesitation. But I was the girl in this scenario, and one of my friends was just a bit too much of a negative and also into me more, so I assume I would have been the sandwich and not the leg of the Eiffel Tower. Honestly, if I was guaranteed that we were both just focused on her and not each other, I probably would have done it. But I know that wasn't on the table, so I had to say no.
No words. No words.
No words?
Well, at first I thought that the guy was her boyfriend and they were trying to find a third.
Yeah, but there's apps for that.
Yeah. That is a really good friend to do this for you.
That's a lot of work.
That's so much work.
That's so much effort.
Yeah.
How
No,
about-
I would.
Yeah.
I don't got time for that.
So that's a lot of work.
My God, like you're the one that has to like go on Tinder, swipe, message, deal with so many like annoying ass shit.
I bet you the roommate was the one messaging it on the app.
Oh, maybe. Just using that makes more sense actually.
That would make the most sense to me. He's like, hey, can you just be there when they show up?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So there's another comment on this post that says, not a real catfish story, but one of my friends was using my picture on his Tinder. Not group pictures with him and I, just pictures off my Instagram. At the time, I was in a relationship for 2 years at this point. So my girlfriend and I are sitting at a local coffee shop and this girl comes up to me. She was pretty good looking and says, hey Kevin, how are you? I thought you were working today. My girlfriend and I look at each other super confused because my name is not Kevin and I was on my day off. I asked her, do I know you? She looked super confused when I said that to her and was moderately offended as well. Really? Really, Kevin? We've been talking for over a week and you're going to pretend that you don't know me? This is when my girlfriend started to think that either I'm cheating and I just got caught or this girl is insane. We all know the look a significant other gives you when they're not impressed. I told this girl, my name isn't Kevin and I don't know what you're talking about. She then proceeds to pull out her phone and show my Tinder profile. At this point, my girlfriend looks at me and says, what the fuck is wrong with you? I now have become infuriated and realize that I'm being used here. I asked her to show me the conversation thread and see what it says. The Kevin she was talking to for sure wasn't me. Even my girlfriend looked and said, yeah, this isn't him. I can tell by the way this person is talking. I then feel her hand pat my leg with the, I'm sorry, I should have known you wouldn't do that. At this point, this girl, who we'll call Jessica, sits down with us and starts messaging Kevin. She tells him to text her and ask what his plans are. She coerces him to come to the coffee shop we are at, and I'm getting fired up because he has agreed to show up. I'm just curious to see what piece of shit would use my pictures. After about 10 minutes go by, one of my buddies, who we'll call Todd, walks in, and we do the whole handshake, how you doing bullshit. He tells me he's meeting a girl for a first date. I didn't even realize that this is the motherfucker. He then says, I'm going to text her and ask where she is. He texts her and I hear the ping come from right behind me. My smile then turns into an instant frown. She gets up and says, hi, Kevin. Both my girlfriend and I look at each other and just mouth, what the fuck? This girl, Jessica, straight rips into Todd and embarrasses the shit out of him in the middle of the coffee shop. She then makes him delete his Tinder account in front of her and us, apologize to my girlfriend and I, and admit that he is a piece of shit. And to top it all off, she smacks this man so hard it echoed.
Oh my God.
Moral of the story here, folks, trust no one you meet online, LOL. Ask them for their Snapchat if you've been chatting for a while and want to see what they actually look like. And don't be a piece of shit like Todd. Eventually you will get caught and look like a dumbass.
No, exactly. Like, why do it? Why catfish when you're just gonna go meet like he went in there so confident, knowing that he's using this guy's pictures. He's giving him a handshake and everything, and he's like, "I'm meeting a girl here." Okay, you're using your friend's pictures that is in the same coffee shop, and you're still so gung ho.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I don't get that either.
And besides that, I just also don't get catfishing when you plan on meeting someone
Yeah.
in person. You think it's going to bode well for you?
No, I don't get
I don't think
that.
there's any success stories where a catfish has successfully gotten the partner.
Yeah. I wish I had a catfish story. I don't. I got no OG catfish stories.
I obviously don't either, but a movie is coming to my mind. Oh, the one with Nina Dobrev. I think it's a Christmas movie.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
So sorry, I don't know.
Do you know who Nina Dobrev is?
Yeah, from Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's in a Christmas movie. I don't know what the fuck the theme.
Get Hard? Is it?
Get Hard. Oh, is that a parody? Is that a parody
Wait.
one?
Is it Get Hard?
Get Hard. I don't think.
No, it's not Get Hard.
I don't think there's an actual movie out there called Get Hard.
It is.
Unless
it's
in the. Maybe it's in the porno section.
No, it's with Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell. Get Hard.
Jeez. Oh, I remember that one.
Okay, no, I need to find it now.
Oh, okay.
Why am I searching Elena Gilbert?
I don't know.
What's her name? Nina Dobrev.
I don't know.
Nina Dobrev Christmas movie is Love Hard, not Get Hard. Love Hard. Yeah. All right. Back to me?
Yes.
Okay. Today I fucked up by having sex with the father of a woman I dated at a later date. Okay, so yeah, it's messed up. This happened years ago, so here's the deets. A few years ago, I met a bisexual dude who was around 25 years older than me. I was 23 at the time. We met through an app similar to Grindr. We meet up, hook up, end of it. Never met again. Around 2 weeks or so later, I start dating this 20-year-old girl. Things are going okay, and about 3 weeks into the relationship, we are walking through the park when she stops and tells me that her dad is there and I should meet him. It's a bit soon, sure, but it's not like formal or anything, so I agree. Lo and behold, though, her daddy is the dude that was calling me daddy a few weeks back. We both freeze and stare at each other in absolute horror, not knowing what to say. We awkwardly shake hands. Girl attributes it to nervousness. 2 weeks go by, and one day she calls me to meet up. When I get there, she is absolutely fuming. Like I can literally see smoke coming out of her. She goes off on me about how I could possibly do this to her. I obviously have zero clue what she's on about. She tells me that her dad came clean to her and her mom about being bisexual and told his daughter, my girlfriend, to break up with me so he can be with me. And apparently it was my fault because I was the one that turned him gay. So she throws a plastic container at me and storms off. Never heard from any of them again.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Come meet my daddy.
Holy,
He's calling you daddy before.
Holy fuck. That reminds me of the one with Emma Stone and Jake Gyllenhaal. Not Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Gosling. And the guy from The Office. There was a movie with them.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're friends and
Steve
he's dating
Carell?
their daughter. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Except for they didn't sleep together, but goddamn, it's like a twisted version of it.
Yeah. So good. Top comment. This sounds like the plot of a porn movie without a happy ending.
Literally.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Back to me. Found my close friend on Bumble a month before her wedding. My work wife.
Fuck this person already.
I don't like OP already. My work wife, 31 female, from my first job has been a close friend of mine for years. We still hang out at least a couple times a week. She's engaged to a guy who I really like and is getting married in May. Yesterday, a friend of mine found her on Bumble and texted me screenshots. I sent them to her asking if there is something I should know, and she replied that they must be from when she was still single and she probably forgot to turn it off. The thing is, I recognize the pictures and they're recent. My girlfriend and I are even in one of them. I had spoken to her fiance earlier that day about the bachelor party plans, and everything sounded like it was very much still on. Some of our friends have joked that she can do better. She's really attractive and makes great money, while he's very much the blue-collar type, but he treats her like a princess, a big upgrade from the trash fuckboy she's dated in the past. I get the feeling she's having second thoughts and looking around again. I'm kind of conflicted on whether or not I should bring this up, and if I do, whether I should talk to her or him about it. She's a close friend, and if things don't work out, it's her side that I'll take. But I've been in toxic relations before and can't help but think that I'd feel very guilty if he marries her next month without knowing that she's not fully invested. Any advice on how I can approach this, or should I just leave it alone?
I don't think you should leave it alone. I think you need to I confront her. I would say first step would be try to persuade her to, call off the wedding. I think that would be best case scenario. She does it herself. What?
I don't know.
You don't think he should get involved?
No, I think he should tell the guy.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. What do you mean? He has the right to know.
You're always an advocate for the people that you care about most, so.
Well, I don't care about these people.
If this was your friend, you're going to go to the partner?
Yeah, because I wouldn't want this person to be my friend anymore.
Interesting.
When it's family that I can't abandon, that we draw the line. We turn our cheek.
Okay.
First one, red flag for me, my work wife. Nah, we don't talk like that. We're out.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Don't like that. Not cool.
My work wife.
And then it says she's a close friend, and if things don't work out, it's her side that I will take.
Dude, you have this blind loyalty too. I don't know why you're judging here.
No, I'm just saying that tells me that, like, what is he gonna do? Like, why does he wants to call her out? Like, what? Like, you already did. You already talked to your friend. So what? You're gonna bring it up and just say, "I know you're lying. I know the pics are recent." Should you tell him or not? Why would you? But like, why would you be the person who's willing to tell her spouse, but then still take her side? Like, that's weird to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm going to blow up your fucking relationship by telling your spouse what you're doing, but then I'm still going to expect to take your side. She's not going to want you on her side.
Exactly.
So that's where I'm like, huh?
I think the approach should be you talk to her about it.
He already did. She said it was old.
Oh. No. The friend thought it was old. I had
spoken to her fiance earlier. Yesterday, the friend of mine found the Bumble screenshot. I sent them to her asking if there is something I should know. And she replied that they must be from when she was still single and that she probably forgot to turn it off.
I thought that was the friend who sent them initially.
He already asked his
Oh, so he already confronted her.
And she said it's an old profile.
Oh.
Because Bumble will just keep your profile alive for years.
Interesting.
I don't think Bumble does that, or else my profile could still be floating around out there in the abyss.
Side-eyeing you?
I know sometimes it's been so long I forget that there was a BT time.
BT.
Before Teresa.
Well, if you've already confronted her, well, damn, there's no helping this, I don't think.
Yeah. He's feeling bad for the guy because she's a fuck girl. And he's a nice guy who treats her like a princess, and now he's feeling guilty. He's feeling bad for her. But at the end, he's still going to take his friend's side.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. If you're still going to take her side, why would you tell him? Bury that shit. Somebody comments and says, okay, I'm going to go against the grain here for a sec and share a personal story that I feel is relevant. I had a friend message me once on Facebook and say, oh, I saw you on Bumble. Didn't realize you and X had split. We had split, but I hadn't used Bumble in well over a year. I did some research and a Bumble account needs to be actively deactivated. Just deleting the app or not using it doesn't stop your profile from being shared. Ever. So she could be right. Now onto the pictures. Where were they? An updated profile pic is fishy AF. However, if they are in the social media gallery and she has uploaded them to Instagram, etc., Bumble will automatically update those pics. So she could legitimately not have used the app for months or even years, but is still appearing to other users with updated Instagram pics attached. I would talk to her first. When this happened to me, I was single, but I was still really embarrassed. Mostly because I had lost weight since I created the profile and had moved to a new area. So the first impression of me to all the new guys in town was me ignoring them on Bumble when I was fatter in most of my pictures. I was glad I was told because I was not aware that your profile remains active even if you don't use it.
Well, this is probably it then.
Nope, I call bullshit.
They've debunked it. Instagram updates
that was
your Bumble.
her case. That happened to her. But in the OG post, she says, I sent her the screenshots asking if there is something I should know. And she replied that they must be from when she was still single and she probably forgot to turn it off. You would think any reasonable person would be like, holy shit, my account's still active. I thought I canceled all that stuff.
True.
I'm going to log on and make sure I actually deactivate my account. I'm going to look into it. Thank you so much for telling me. I was unaware. Let me take care of this. Not trying to sweep that shit under the rug. Oh, it's probably old. It's probably from when I was single. Probably. Like, I don't really know.
Guilty.
Trying to play it off
Jail.
like you're clueless. No good. There's an update. After some back and forth about whether I should leave it alone, I decided to bring it up to her again today at happy hour. Plan was to frame it as, quote, I know it's not an old profile from the pictures, just wanted to make sure you're okay. Turns out I didn't have to. She came clean about it before I even had the chance to broach the subject. She's had some really serious political/lifestyle arguments with her fiance in the last month, and while she still cares for him, isn't sure she can see herself wanting to have children with someone whose values are so radically different from hers. He and I have never talked politics much, but I knew that he was pretty far to the left while she was a social liberal/fiscal conservative, but apparently he's also vehemently against giving any vaccinations to any future kids they might have. Brackets, which he had never mentioned before. Not just COVID, any immunizations at all. Can't say I would be comfortable marrying someone in that situation either. I would have to agree with that. In regards to the Bumble profile, she was out of town for work a couple weeks ago, got into a big fight with him over the phone, and made the profile later that night while drinking at the hotel bar out of frustration. She feels guilty about doing it and deleted the app when she got home, but didn't realize that meant the profile would still be up. She says she didn't actually go with anyone, but got a bunch of matches, and it kind of serves as verification to her that she still has options. She asked what I would do if I were in her situation, and I gave her the honest response that I'd end it before it was too late and things got out of hand. For the record, I'm not the only one she talked to about this, and she says that she got the same advice from family and another close friend, so she's calling off her engagement tomorrow. Hoping my girlfriend and I can help her pick up the pieces. Shame it didn't work out, but knowing the whole story, I think it's for the best.
So he has a girlfriend too, and he's calling her work wife?
Yeah.
I'm mad at him.
I don't like it. I'm also not down with, we got in a fight. I'm going to download Tinder or Bumble.
Yeah.
Set up a profile and everything.
Yeah,
no.
If you're, just why cheat? Like, why do this? And yes, going on dating apps is cheating.
I like to think so. It's the same thing as going to the bar and hitting on somebody at the bar.
Exactly.
It's like it's flirting. It's like same lines.
Just call it off. Put on your big girl pants and call it off.
Yeah.
Well, at least he didn't have to, make this decision.
Right.
All right. Me?
Over to you.
Am I the asshole for telling my disabled coworker she shouldn't need to lie on dating apps? This is a tough one, and I'm genuinely curious to know what people think, so here goes. I have a coworker called Caroline, who, as you can guess, is disabled. She's in a motor.
What the fuck? Go Inspector Gadget. Motorized helicopter coming out of your head.
That was so weak, bro. You actually ruined that. You really did.
Go helicopter. Can we watch Dr. Inspector Gadget?
No.
Such a good movie. I think I'm going to watch that.
You do that. She is in a motorized wheelchair and can't really move a lot, but is very capable of her job. And a lovely, fun person in general, by the way. We were talking on a break about dating and dating apps, how I had never used one and how she did, talking about her experiences. Casual conversation, really, and we were careful not to go into detail or anything or make each other uncomfortable till this came up. She brought up how she didn't disclose that she was in a wheelchair/disabled on her Tinder bio because it tended to scare people off or make people uncomfortable when they chat through the app. This confused me because it's very obvious she is in a wheelchair, and if they went on a date in person, they would find that out very fast. There's absolutely no way she can function in daily life without it, so she can't exactly stash it nearby or something and just sit on a chair during the date. She also told me that she does not tell them at all until they show up to the date and see the fact that she is in a wheelchair right in front of them. Anyway, I, maybe stupidly, pointed out that is it not dishonest to not share that she is in a wheelchair on her bio or disclose it to a potential partner before meeting for the first time? She told me that everyone on dating apps lie about stuff, so she didn't see the big deal. I told Caroline that it's not like hiding you have a twin or an accent or a particular way of looking. This is something that will heavily impact their dating life with you, and you should be aware of that going in. She's a wonderful person and shouldn't feel awkward about it, and there are plenty of people out there who aren't fazed by their partners being in a wheelchair, so I didn't think she should lie about it. She went off in a huff, saying I didn't understand, but now I'm worried I've somehow been the asshole by telling her this. I know it's not really my business, and I never would have told her this if she didn't ask me, / hadn't brought up the subject at all. I just didn't want to lie to her about what I thought, and I tried to be tactful, but I think it blew up in my face. Am I the asshole?
Yes and no.
Right?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Generally, are you the asshole? No, but like it's your coworker. So do you really need to call them out on their dating app preferences? No, I don't think you should have, unless you guys are like hanging out outside of work. If you were hanging out outside of work, like you went to the bar to get a drink or whatever it is, just coffee, whatever, then you were dating about it, then I'd be like, maybe you could say your opinion of like what you think, sure, but like this is still your
But it's
coworker, not your friend.
unsolicited. She didn't really ask. Like OP is saying like, "Oh, I wouldn't have brought it up if she didn't ask or bring it up herself." But like the other, like the friend didn't ask, "Oh, what do you think about me doing this? Is it ethical?" Like
She said that she brought up how she doesn't disclose that she's in a
yes.
wheelchair because it
But
tends
she
to
didn't
scare
ask for
people
OP's
off.
opinion, is what I'm saying. I just feel like it's not really your place.
Maybe. I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like my one friend from Tormont. He was on the Tinder apps and stuff, and like if he showed me his profile for something and he was like one of his pictures was fucking weird or something, like I probably would have like
That's
said,
so different.
yeah, it is. But I'm just trying to like take the disability out of it and like whether or not you're lying on the profile or not, and be like, I probably would have called them out. I'm like, bro, you're lying. Like, why? They're gonna find out eventually. Like, I probably would have called them out on that too. Not that him being in a wheelchair, but like,
I think
if he said the height was different or something, or the weight was different, or anything like that, or like what he does from work, I'm like, why are you lying, bro? They're gonna find out eventually. Like, I think I could see myself saying that to my friend who I would hang out with outside of work. Although, if I think back to that relationship, like I only hung out with him outside of work like a couple times.
like to
but
me
he
this is
was
just a
like
coworker.
well, yeah, I don't know. Me and my guy, we were like friend coworkers. Like we were heavy bros, I would say. I don't know how else to describe it. We started at the exact same time. We took all of our breaks and lunches together. We like hung out outside of work a couple times, not like heavily, but we were kind of like work bros. I don't know how else to explain it.
Okay.
And I would think I would call him out because we shared each other's profiles on Tinder when we were both swiping, and like we commented on each other's stuff. So I don't know.
I guess it depends on like I feel like the dynamic of the relationship really depends on my opinion here.
Yeah, it's
Like,
how much of a coworker first friend coworker
yeah.
are you? Are you girls or
Just
female version of
colleagues.
the bros, or are you just colleagues?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think what she did was inherently wrong or anything. Maybe she could have said it a little bit softer or something.
What are your thoughts on this whole thing? Because we are here to give unsolicited opinions.
I would agree with OP. I mean,
Me
like
too.
as soon as you walk through the restaurant, you're gonna be found out.
I think
So
it's very misleading. Like, okay.
not even that, but like why do you want to do that to yourself?
Right?
I would not want to go through all the effort of like conversations. Do you know how hard Tinder is?
No,
Tinder's
I don't.
fucking hard, man.
I don't.
Maybe it's harder for the guy than the girl, but it's fucking hard to like keep the conversation going. And then you got to ask them like, oh, how about you? How about you? And you got to do that fucking 300 times. Like, it's exhausting. It got to the point. There was like a little bit of a time period, like a year or two before I met Teresa, where I was like, I'm fucking done with this shit. I'm done swiping. Like, I'm so exhausted. I'm so over dating apps. Like, I'm so over like, hey, no response. And then, hey, how are you? Oh, one response and then two response. And then like, respond for a day, come up with this whole situation. Gotta be creative. You don't want to just say, hey, what's going on? No, you gotta look at their profile. You gotta figure out a way to connect with them. You gotta seem funny. You gotta seem like you're not just another Joe Schmo just saying hey. You gotta come up with something organic, something fresh, something unique for them so that they feel special and they want to communicate with you. And you gotta do that a bunch of fucking times, and then they don't even reply. You come up with like the best fucking opening line. You like look on their profile, you come up with something good that like matches one of their pictures or something, or matches in with their profile, then they don't even reply to you and stuff like that. And then at one point you just get fed up and you just said hey to like all of them. It's so exhausting.
That actually sounds terrible.
It's so exhausting that I could not imagine going through that without all of the honest information up front, and then getting to the first date and then some information like being different. That's all. Like, that's it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but like even for her too, like wouldn't that be like, okay, like I'm saying she should be honest for the other people because that's very misleading for the other people. And
no, fuck the other people. You should be honest for yourself, man. But why would you want to go through all that effort and then have them like maybe react negatively or walk away when they get to the date because you lied to them? Like, you ruined all that effort for yourself.
Like, maybe they would have been okay with you being in a wheelchair if you were upfront with it. But now, like, you've lost all chance of them forgiving you because you lied.
Yeah, you lied.
You lied by omission, which is lying.
And yeah, exactly. You ruined the chance of finding the person who would have been okay with it.
Exactly.
Because you lied, and now they're not okay. They were okay with the wheelchair.
Like, they could have been.
They're not okay with you lying.
Yeah.
You just lost out on that person.
Yep.
Plus, you just wasted so much effort. It's so the apps.
When you put it like
so
that,
exhausting.
well, obviously I said I've never been on the apps, but that sounds exhausting. Like, you have to like study the person and like be clever, and that's before any like AI support.
Do you know how many people are out there? Like 5 to 10 new people every day. It's exhausting.
Wait, that's not a lot.
That's a lot. You try starting 10 unique conversations every day. That's how fucking shit done. What do you mean? That's a lot.
I guess.
There was a point. I remember at one point, like before Tinder got like so fucking fluffed and faked, and I'm here, like, we need to make money as a platform. When it was just the OG, like when Instagram first started, it's like, hey, here's how it works. That's all it is. You swipe left or right and you can chat. There's no like, we need to have advertisements. We need to have super likes. You need to pay for a profile. I was on Tinder when Tinder was the version 1 when it first came out. And I remember getting to a point where like I had like swiped right so much that there was no new swipes. You
ran out.
There's no one else in your radius.
Jeez.
And I had to increase the radius from like 50 kilometers to 100 kilometers.
What?
From my location. I had to like increase it because I had swiped out. And then like a couple days back, I came back on, and then, more people had joined recently and stuff. But like, yeah, there was at one point where like I had like swiped out.
I feel like, I imagine, well, like I've had friends who've been on Tinder, like the friend that I went to the Netherlands with.
Yeah.
And I remember it was so fun, like just like hanging out and like swiping.
So fun for girls. Yeah, so fun. Bro, every time a girl would show me their Tinder profile, I'd be like, holy fuck, you have like a 99% match rate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell you what.
Because I feel like guys probably just swipe on every girl.
You know what guys do? You swipe right. I would just swipe right. I'm not wasting.
What?
No, I swear to God. At one point,
I'm judging.
No, I'll tell you why. I got to the point where I swiped right on everyone. Because here's why. All right. You're having fun with the app. Oh, yeah, I like this girl. I don't like that girl. You're swiping left and right, right? A bunch of the people that you took the time to look at their profile, learn about them, read about them, and then you know whether or not you like them or not, they never fucking match with you. So it's like, I just wasted 5 minutes looking at one profile.
But why try to match with someone that you're not interested in?
Because I'll determine it whether I'm interested with them when I match with them. When they match with me, then I would look and I would see if I'm interested in that person and then decide to message them. Because when you swipe in, when you're swiping and you're trying to determine, oh, am I interested in this person? Yes or no. You can't have a conversation with them.
I see.
So like, what's the point? I got to the point where I was like, this is a waste of time because I'm looking, I'm spending 1 minute, 2 minutes. Oh, this is a decent person. Okay, I swipe right. And then I never see that profile ever again. I'm like, why did I waste time to look at her 6 picture with her dog and her chicken? And then I'm never seeing this chicken again? Why did I do
Not the
that?
chicken.
No. So you swipe right on all of them until you can't, and then you come back in a couple hours or the next day and you go through your matches. And then you look at your matches and then you determine whether or not you want to message them or not.
Okay, I can follow that logic.
That was the best way to do it because it got freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad you don't have to go through that anymore?
I was so grateful. I gave up on that shit long before I met you.
Well, so you just settled?
What?
You're like, I don't want to swipe anymore, so I'm just going to settle for this girl? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying I had got all of that out of my system like 2 years before I even met you.
Okay. The consensus was not the asshole / no assholes here. Most commenters point out it's a bad idea to surprise a date with a disability.
Yeah, it's a bad, not even a disability. It's a bad idea to show up with a freaking new haircut. No, it is. If all your profile picture like long ass hair and you show up with short ass hair, bad idea. A radically different haircut, a trim, fine. Bad idea to show up with a radically different haircut.
I think if you have long hair versus like a bob, that's fine. If you're going from a brunette to pink hair, maybe.
Even long hair to bob, your profile should be updated.
Okay.
Hair's not as big of a thing, but there's other things that I could think about if I had more time, if I wasn't on this pressure.
Okay.
Yeah.
An update comes 16 hours later. Since there's been a few questions or comments about various parts of this, I feel obligated to share more info. I apologized immediately after she got huffy with me. I did not just let the matter sit. While she is still a little bit off with me, we have not stopped speaking by any means. While she is a coworker, I would say we are also light friends, given we get dinner together once a week and catch movies together, share hobbies, etc.
That's a medium friend.
Right?
That's not a light friend.
That's
a light friend.
That's a big friend.
Bro, my work friend I would consider was a light friend. We've hung out like once or twice over like 4 years outside of work, and we had lunch together like all the fucking time, and we shared Tinder stories all the time.
Right? This is like a bestie. But I don't know how well our connection would be if we didn't see each other 5 days a week, if that makes any sense. What?
I was just thinking of that one lady that said like her friend was an acquaintance.
Oh, yeah.
Light friend. This is same territory.
Same vibes.
What do you need to do to become a best friend? Live with the person?
There are people you meet through work that become lifelong friends, and those that are friends throughout their shared workspace but fade after. I just don't know where we stand in terms of that yet. I have stated and continue to point out that I never would have said what I thought if she had not asked me for my opinion. It isn't my business how she dates, and I fully understand, even if I can't relate, that dating with a disability is not easy and there is a lot of warning signs she needs to be aware of, like people with fetishes and so on. And I recognize that she should not put that information in her bio. However, to not disclose it before the first date, when they are about to meet in person for the first time, is the main point.
That's tough.
I didn't even think of that.
I didn't even think of that either.
Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, we met today at work and had lunch together, as we often do, because you're besties.
Yep.
And she brought up the conversation from the other day. Caroline admitted that she wasn't angry with me, but more with herself because, in her words, quote, I know it isn't right to not tell them if we were going to meet up, but I think it's easier to hide it at first and judge their reaction in person. I know it's not the right thing to do if I really like the guy, but sometimes it's less daunting when they don't know.
Yeah.
I explained I understood and that I didn't judge her. I just hoped she could understand that she asked me what I thought, and I don't like to lie, but I probably should have not said anything. We agree that it's a very nuanced subject, and each person with disability has it different, so it's hard to say what works for each person. Caroline said she would try being more honest in the future with potential partners, and I said it wasn't my place to judge, and I wished her luck with dating in the future. All in all, we both acknowledged we were both assholes and not assholes. It's a difficult subject, and neither of us has a place to say what everyone should or shouldn't do when dating.
Yeah, I mean, that's so tough. Like what is the right answer? Like you put in your bio and you get fetish seekers coming after
Yeah.
you. When is the right time to like tell the person? Like that is such a difficult thing. I can't imagine how you would navigate that. Like I literally have no idea
I
what would be
know.
the proper thing to do.
I know. It must be really tough.
That would be so incredibly tough.
Top comment says, that's a tough one. However, at the end of the day, people prefer to be dealt with honesty, and her starting a potential relationship with an omission is questionable.
Yeah, I agree with that, but like at what point do you tell them though? Yeah, that's so tough.
Yes. All right. Back to you.
Okay. This one's coming from r/relationship advice. Some guy I talked to on Tinder showed up to my work to give me flowers. We've never met.
Oh.
Okay. So this guy, 22 male, who I've, 22 female, have been talking to on Tinder for a few days, has been really nice to me. I told him my Christmas this year has been great since I've been alone and won't really be celebrating this year. He invited me to his Christmas dinner, which I appreciated and accepted.
Damn.
We were supposed to hang out another day afterwards, but work didn't accept his time off, so he texted me saying he'd make up for it. The time comes and I hit lunch. Suddenly, I see a guy oddly familiar come in with flowers. He asks for me. I realize, holy crap, it's the dude from Tinder. I graciously accept the flowers, and he said he just wanted to be nice. Nothing seemed odd about him. It was just a little out of the blue and unexpected. I'm getting mixed reactions from people. A few coworkers are saying it's ballsy, but cute. My family is saying it's weird. What do you think? I haven't seen any red flags so far, and yes, I did tell him where I work, so no, he didn't just creepily stalk me.
I am also confused with my reaction on this one because I'm not entirely sure. Like, I think it is ballsy to. You've never met in person before, and this is your first time
Shows up to your workplace?
to your workplace. Like,
Flowers?
I think, like, maybe he's love bombing.
Maybe. Or he's making up for the date after the dinner that he got time. Oh,
I think they were supposed to go on a date, but
Yeah.
he couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think at the same time, this could be like harmless. Like, he can just try, like, he's trying to be a nice guy type of thing.
Mm.
I don't know. It could go either way. Do we have an update?
We do have an update.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. No, we don't.
Oh,
Sorry. Top comment says, well, on one hand, he could just be making up for not being able to make the date. On the other hand, he might want to wear your skin for his birthday.
awesome.
I think that you agreeing to go on the date in the first place makes this less creepy. 22-year-old dudes aren't the best at getting a feel as to what is kosher as far as social interactions. My guess is he's just trying to be polite. Your family will think everyone you meet online is creepy. In the end, you'll just have to date him to find out.
Yeah. Yeah, I did think that about the family. Like, of course, your family's going to be like, that's weird. Not that it's nice.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
So there's an edit that says, thanks for the replies. Appreciate everybody's opinions. I'm going to Christmas dinner with him tonight. I'll let you know how it goes.
Please do.
And we never got an update.
What?
Yep. No, never got an update.
Come on.
Yep. Sorry. Got no update for you. I do have funny. I have a funny Tinder story now. I thought this one made me think of one.
Okay. I'm upset about this one.
So, long BT, very hard BT, long before Teresa
Is this gonna make me mad?
timeline. I don't think so.
Okay.
There's a girl I swiped with on Tinder, and we got to know each other, and we went on like 2-3 hangouts, and then I was kind of liking her, so I was like messaging her. She worked at Wonderland as security, and it was right before my work, a little farther down at Tormont, and I like offered to like bring her Tim Hortons lunch, to bring her an ice cap,
Barf.
and it went downhill from there. She didn't like that. She yeah, I never hung up again.
Wait, she didn't like that you brought her an ice cap
Yeah.
to her work?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. After that, it was just it was kind of, the texting became one-sided. It was just kind of like was just me, and all plans kept getting pushed and rain checked, and I was just like, you know what? I feel like the interest is gone here. The vibe's gone. I'm it's been 3 days in a row that I've been the one to say, hey, how's your day and stuff, and getting like little lackluster responses, no ask to like hang out with me. So I'm like, all right, well, the next day is her day, and there was never a next day. Thank fucking
At least
God.
you're one of the self-aware guys.
Yeah.
And
it took me a while to realize it. Thinking back,
3 days is not that long.
What do you mean?
Well, you said you tried for 3 days and she wasn't really reciprocating, and then you stopped.
Well, yeah, I mean, like if I like if I have to be the one who says good morning or good afternoon or like whatever, be the person to text you that day after 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
Because it was like, we would chat in the morning. I'd be like, good morning, blah, 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 whatever. And then like the next day, I wouldn't message until like the afternoon. And then and then the next day again, I have to message again in the afternoon, where I'm like, okay, 2 afternoon messages now? Balls in your court. I'm out. It's whatever. And then that was it. Thank fucking God. Sayonara, whoever that was.
Yeah, thank you to them.
Yeah, I can't even remember that person's name, but yeah, I just remember that like there was like I'm pretty sure the last thing that happened was I gave her Tim's, and like if I had to think back, I was kind of insistent. I'm pretty sure that she might have said, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's no big deal." Like whatever. And I'm like, no, I want to. I'm being nice. I think I was kind of love bombing or something like that in a term. And I should have just, she said, but like, you always say, no, don't worry about it. No, you don't need to do that. You know what I mean? That's the first thing that you say.
I mean, it's an ice cap. You're not.
Yeah.
It's a $3 ice cap. Like, I think.
Oh, for me, it was just.
She would accept that if it.
What?
I just mean, like, you usually say, oh, no, it's fine, don't worry, if it's, like, something expensive, I think.
No, it was more like, oh, don't worry about, like, stopping in and taking your time and leaving for work early to come see me and stuff like that. Like, don't worry about doing that. Don't worry about dropping into my work just to give me an ice cap. Don't worry about that.
That, I think, is a good sign. I don't think that that's just to be polite. I feel like...
I'm sorry, are you saying I should or shouldn't have shown up with the ice cap?
I don't think you should have.
That's what I'm saying.
I think she was saying it pretty clearly.
I don't know if she was pretty clearly, but
she's
maybe...
saying no, don't.
Yeah, I think I missed that. And I think she didn't, I think that was kind of like I made a wrong move there. Because she had, I think our date got canceled, rain checked, surprise. And I was like, oh, I haven't seen you in like a week. Why don't I just drop it on my way to work? Like, I drive right fucking by. I'll bring you a freaking ice cap.
And that's I think is like a good. Why am I giving you dating tips?
We're just analyzing the past.
I think that was a good approach. Like that saying, like if he wanted to, he would. That's like if he wanted to see me, he would. Like you would make it happen.
And if she wanted to see me, she would have appreciated that.
Exactly.
If she didn't. So that's I was just like, okay, I guess we're done.
Sayonara, bitch.
Yeah, peace out, bitch. No, she's really
Look
nice.
at us now.
She was actually really nice.
No, we don't like her.
No, you can call her bitch. I can't. That's me. That's rude if I do it. It's fine if you do it. All right, back to you.
Is it me?
Yep.
Am I overreacting, or should I be creeped out by my Tinder dates messages? Hi guys, I'm using a throwaway account for my own privacy. I, 21 female, met this guy, 25 male, on Tinder recently, and things were going pretty good between us. I thought he was funny and seemed sweet through our conversations. We talked frequently, and I eventually gave him my number. He recently asked me out on a first date at some fancy restaurant, and the date was going very well until he dropped me off at my house. When we got there, he basically tried to invite himself inside by saying that we could continue the date and have a few drinks inside. I was like, what the fuck? Because this was the first date and I don't do that type of shit. And he was overly pushy about it, which made me uncomfortable and unsure if going on this date was a good idea. I eventually got him to go by saying I was feeling tired and that I had to get up early tomorrow for my morning shift, which wasn't a lie. The next morning, I had woken up to these weird-ass texts from him early in the morning. It genuinely creeped me out, but I don't know. He said he was drunk, but I still feel weird about the whole thing, and I haven't replied back yet because I don't know what to do. Am I just overreacting, or is this something to be concerned about? I will read the text messages. 3:42 a.m. He says, "Hey, I was thinking of you all night when I got home. We should go out again." 3:45 a.m. "I'm disappointed we couldn't do more during our date. Would love to spend the night with a pretty girl like you."
You're done. First one was okay. 3 minutes later, no, that one's, you crossed the line. You're done.
Also, would love to spend a night with a pretty girl like you.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. You're a weirdo freak.
Yeah, wrong words.
4:07 a.m. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty unhappy with how the night ended.
Oh, you're way done, bud.
4:11 a.m. I don't know. I don't appreciate your bitchy attitude not letting me in after such a nice night.
Oh, you're blocked.
4:14 a.m. If I'd known you weren't going to give me shit, I wouldn't have wasted my time on you.
Fucking incel.
Call the fucking police. She wakes up at 7:30 and says, "What the fuck is your problem? I don't appreciate being spoken to in that way, and that was really uncalled for. If this is how you're going to act, I don't want to continue talking." He replies at 11:21 a.m. "Holy shit. I am so sorry for all of that. I got drunk last night and don't remember shit. Please ignore that. I didn't mean a word I said and don't think of you like that at all. I know you were probably pretty unhappy with me, but I wanted to make things right. How about we go see that movie you just told me about so I can make things up to you?"
Buddy, you're done. You're dead. You're dead in the water. Time to just move on.
Also, like, that last text, like, gave me chills. You are
Literally.
so creepy.
So creepy.
Top comment says, quote, "Whoops, sorry about that. Mask fell off for a second." He's hiding who he really is behind a nice guy act. Deep down, those drunk texts are really how he feels. After long enough time, this is the guy you'll be dealing with, not whatever version of him you saw on the first date. And even that version of him was untoward and pushy. Run, 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 run.
And keep on running. Yeah, I mean,
Please.
so pushy. Bro, you give her a kiss, and that's it. You walk away. Either she invites you in or she doesn't, and you just fucking leave, man.
Has it ever worked?
No, well, I don't know. I've
To
never
be-
tried.
I'm saying generally.
Oh.
Like, do you think that it's gonna work? Like, you're gonna be so pushy. She's already said no 15 times. You think she's gonna say yes on the 16th time?
Yeah, pushing those boundaries definitely what you want. Not.
I just do not get it.
Yeah, I'm at a loss here for that one.
All right, back to you.
My best friend thinks I ruined a relationship and now she won't talk to me. After high school, I, 25 female, moved out of state for college. I always kept in touch with my best friend Anna, 25 female, and we kept each other informed about guys we were seeing and all that stuff. After college, about 6 months ago, I moved back to my home state, but an hour away from my hometown. About a month ago, I decided, since I was settled down, to start getting back into the dating game, so I joined Tinder. Instantly, I met with this really awesome guy named John. Turns out that John was up in my part of the state for work, but he was actually living in my hometown. I started to realize that he looked familiar, and I asked if we went to elementary school together or if he attended my church as a kid. He said he just moved to the state a couple years ago, and I chalked up to him having one of those faces. We started chatting and hit it off pretty quickly. I told him I wasn't big into social media, and he said he wasn't either, so we exchanged numbers and started texting to communicate. Even though he lived an hour away, he commutes to my town a lot for work, and since neither of us were looking for anything serious, we figured this was a pretty awesome setup. After a while, our conversations turned a bit sexual with some sexy pics being sent from his side and comments about hooking up when he came back. We set up a date to have lunch and meet when he got back. During this time, I had told Anna all about him, and when I finally told her we were going to meet up, she asked for a picture. I sent her one, not one of the sexy ones, obviously, and
Thanks for clarifying.
was surprised to find out that she had dated him for a short time, as a couple of weeks a few years back. I asked if she was okay with me seeing him, and she said she didn't care, but she was positive that he had a girlfriend. She sent me his full name so I can find him on Facebook, and sure enough, he was in a relationship. I was pissed. I instantly sent him a message confronting him. He apologized profusely and said it was a mistake to talk to me on Tinder. I told him he should be apologizing to his girlfriend, which he begged me not to tell. I told him to fuck off and blocked his number. After that, I screenshotted all the messages we had sent, including him admitting to his guilt, and sent his girlfriend a Facebook message.
Nice.
I told her I felt awful for having even a small role in his potential infidelity and that I thought she should know. I haven't got a message back, and I don't think I will, but I felt like what I did was the right thing to do. Fast forward to a couple days ago when I came back home and went out for lunch with Anna. She asked me what ended up happening with John, and I told her. She instantly got furious and started saying stuff that I had no business interfering with another person's relationship. And how could I destroy a relationship I wasn't a part of? I got really defensive and told her that he made me part of the relationship when he tried to cheat on his girlfriend with me. She told me I was disgusting and an awful person for what I did and that I had no business messaging John's girlfriend, then paid and left. She hasn't talked to me since.
Weird.
I feel like I did the right thing, but the way Anna reacted and how she refused to talk to me anymore is making me question everything. Was I right to get involved and message his girlfriend? How can I ask Anna to talk to me again?
Why is she being weird? She's projecting for some reason. I think, I don't know, this maybe hits too close to home for her, but
Why would
super weird to have like this strong of feelings towards this situation that has nothing to do with you, that you're going to stop talking to your friend.
right?
That's weird behavior.
Suspicious.
Also, what you did was completely in the right. Like, you have no ties. Like, this is not someone like you have to take sides like that other
Nope.
story that we had. So this is the nice human thing to do, human decency, because you want to save this girl from
Exactly.
this scumbag.
Fuck John.
Fuck him.
So a comment says, is it possible that she knows the girlfriend and she's afraid that she's going to get dragged into it? Maybe he was in the same relationship when he and Anna dated and she's afraid of being found out. Or maybe she knew about his infidelity and didn't say anything, and she thinks the girlfriend is going to be pissed when she finds out. I don't know, but it's pretty clear there's some backstory here, and I bet it's the non-romantic relationship between Anna and the girlfriend. OP replies and says, that's a good shout. I never thought she could have a relationship with the girlfriend. I remember her vaguely talking about John and seeing his pictures, which is why he looks so familiar, but I don't ever remember hearing more about him. I know she's adamantly against cheating, so it'd be really surprising if she was hooking up with him while he was with his girlfriend. So an update comes 12 days later. I didn't think I would need to update, especially after hearing nothing back from John's girlfriend after the first couple of days, but here I am. First off, thank you everybody for all of your comments. I know I did the right thing. I was confused by Anna's reaction, but the support that poured in helped me so much. Thank you. Now Anna still wasn't talking to me when my trip home came to an end, so I just drove back to my city and went on about my life. She ended up calling me the middle of last week and said she wanted to talk about what happened. She still believed that what I did was fucked up and she didn't approve. I asked her if she would ever tell me if she found out a future boyfriend of mine was cheating on me, and she said, of course, but that's because I know you. I told her I didn't see the friendship/stranger status as an excuse to let a guy be shitty to his girlfriend. After a while of back and forth with the same arguments, I told her that we can agree to disagree and leave it at that. She said okay, and we hung up. After we hung up, I decided to check my Facebook, and lo and behold, there was a message from John's girlfriend in my inbox from 2 days ago. I was kind of nervous to read it, but it just said, "Are you in X right now?" I replied that I wasn't, and an hour later, I got another message asking if I would call her and her number. I was super nervous because I had no idea what I was walking into, but I figured if it got too bad, I could hang up and block her number. I called her, and it was a very awkward greeting, and she then asked me to tell her everything that happened. I obliged and told her exactly what happened. I could tell that she was crying on the other end, which broke my heart, and I started apologizing, but she told me not to. She was grateful that I told her. Apparently, John and her have been together for close to 4 years, and he cheated on her a lot during the first year of being together until she found out. He promised to never do it again, and she took him back. She said she'll always be really paranoid he would cheat again, but he never showed signs or anything out of the ordinary. I apologize for being the spotlight on what an ass he was. We kind of got to chatting for a while after that, and after a while, she switched from the depression to the anger stage, and I let her vent. At the end of it all, she said that she was finally going to leave him, which I agreed with, and then she said that if I'm ever back in town that she'd like to buy me a coffee, which I thought was a nice gesture, and I might take her up on the offer. After the phone call, I was really relieved and happy about how things turned out. I went to go text Anna to tell her, but then I remembered what John's girlfriend said, that they were dating for 4 years. So I texted Anna and asked her when she dated John. It was 2 years ago. She must have known that he was dating another girl, and that's why she was so fucking pissed. So a lot of you guessed that she was his mistress for a while.
OMG.
I'm not going to tell John's girlfriend since she's done with him, hopefully, and doesn't need any more heartache. But I'm definitely going to cut Anna out of my life.
Bye.
And when she asks why, I'll just tell her that I know about her and John. All in all, it turned out okay pretty much for everyone involved except for John, which is good because fuck that dude.
Fuck that dude.
I was going to say, like, do you really want Anna as your friend?
Yeah, exactly. I was right. She was projecting.
Yep.
Damn. She knew? What? Come on. Be a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Ew, icky behavior.
Someone comments and says, well, before cutting your friend out completely, you can respond to her text with, quote, I just spoke to John's girlfriend. Did you know that he was in a relationship while you guys were together? How Anna responds to this would be incredibly telling. Though, if you're able, it would be best to ask this in person to see her physical reaction /
Yes.
not give her time to BS.
Exactly.
And maybe for good measure, let your friend know how grateful the girlfriend was and that you and her are going to grab a coffee whenever you're next in town. It was really great what you did. I hope Anna can eventually see that. And if not, well, then, yeah, cut her out.
Yeah, if you were to confront her, I would do it in person because I feel like over text she can just easily bullshit and be like, oh, I had no idea. No way. Like,
Yeah.
just in ignorance.
OP does reply and says, I said this in another comment, but I'm not so much pissed at her stance on the subject as I am the way she treated me. She said and called me some pretty awful things and then ignored my attempts to talk to her about it for the better part of a week. No apologies for the names she called me or the things she said when she finally did talk to me. She just started the argument all over again. I've done and said some pretty shitty things to her in the past, but I always apologize for being out of line or taking my anger out on her. But there was no apology, and I just felt like what she did isn't the way best friends are supposed to be. So for now, I'm keeping her at a distance.
Yeah, and that's also valid. Like, I don't think you have to like cut off your friend for like she can do whatever she wants. It's her business. If she wants to be a freaking mistress, like that's her business. And you don't necessarily have to be aligned with those values to like be someone's friend. Me personally, I would like to be aligned with someone
Yeah.
and to have that friendship. But yeah, no, I think what is more important is how she treated you. And she treated you like trash. So
Yeah. I don't know if I fully agree with you on that one, though, but like, I don't know. I've always believed that you are the sum of the people you hang around.
yeah, I think
So
like
I don't know. I do like, yeah, there's exceptions and stuff, but I do genuinely believe that like if you make exceptions for your friends' morals, like that will kind of reflect on your own morals.
yeah,
So I like to stay strong of like what my morals are is those are the same morals that I like to be surrounded with. I used to have friends that didn't share the same morals and it
Same.
just felt icky to me, and I
Same.
decided that I didn't want to be friends with those people anymore because I was tired of feeling icky about having to be okay about their situation or whatever it is that they were doing that was fucked up, and I didn't want to be any part of that anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I think with my recent ex-friends, I think like everything came to head with like the whole wedding thing, but it was like I would say years leading up to like me realizing like we were just not aligned like ethically, morally, politically, like just so many different like so many differences that are just like hard to ignore, that I was like, okay, this wedding thing is like literally the last straw.
Yep, came on.
And good excuse for me to get the fuck out.
Straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Me? Today I fucked up by matching with my homophobic uncle on Grindr.
Oh.
So I have an uncle, we'll call him Jay, who has always been very vocal about his disapproval about my sexuality. There is not a family gathering that goes by where he doesn't say something asshole-ish about homosexuality or me specifically. Well, this weekend, in between family gatherings, I was looking to meet somebody. I started chatting with an older man because that's how I roll. A lot of older guys don't like to show their faces because they aren't out, so I don't think much of it when he doesn't want to show his face. We actually hit it off great, and after receiving a few pics I wish I could unsee, and sending a few I wish I could take back, we decided to meet up for, well, you know. So I'm at this coffee shop down the street waiting for my man to show up, and you know who walks in? It is at this moment I realized my fuck up. I've been flirting with my gay-hating, closeted uncle. He tried to play it off like a random encounter, but I wasn't letting him get away with that. After some pressing, he finally admits that he is the man I've been talking to, and I told him I don't judge him like he does me. He apologized for the hurtful things he said to me over the years. He kept talking with me like he was still interested, and I had to make it clear that was not going to happen. I had to get up and walk out, and after multiple texts from him, I had to go ahead and block his number. I can't believe this guy had the nerve to judge me and treat me like less of a human being all those years when he's a total creep and massive hypocrite. Always get a face pic, people.
Jesus, that
That is spooky.
that's fucked.
And he's like, still interested?
That's extremely messed up, and I don't even really want to talk about this one.
Top comment says, the closeted part ain't weird. The are we still doing this attitude is.
Yeah.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
That's disgusting.
Yuck.
All right, moving on. This was going from r/relationship advice. My wife has 1,000+ matches on Tinder. We are high school sweethearts and have a young son.
Jeez.
I, 25 male, have had a solid relationship with my wife, 25 female, since the beginning. We met in high school and started dating as sophomores. Even back in 8th grade, we knew we would end up together. We just couldn't date at the time due to her parents' wishes, which were fine. In retrospect, I nor any other 8th grader is ready for any sort of committed relationship. But we always knew. Once, during freshman year, she was being bullied by some senior soccer players that was on the team. It was just standard teenage crap, but I wrote her a card telling her how much her friendship meant to me, how glad I was that she was in my life, and I gave her a small necklace too. Nothing expensive. In fact, it was made of plastic. But she loved it. She hugged me, told me that she never wanted us to devolve into strangers, and she has worn the necklace essentially every day since. Now, I fear that if my mental health is of any importance to me, I may be forced to make a stranger. We went to the same college. She followed me to school, something I advised her not to do unless she wanted to go to the institution on its own merits. She insisted she did, and that I had nothing to do with it. We dated throughout, went to parties together, etc. I never worried about her fidelity, and she never worried about my own. Something I thought was a good sign. If she was worried about my faithfulness, I thought she may be projecting about her own struggles with upholding our mutual trust. Fast forward to 2 years, we are both newly graduates. I get a solidly paying job right out of college as a writer for our local newspaper. I also took on editing duties, and being in a pretty big city, I was paid well and was/is actually a minor celebrity in the area. I also go on TV to report from time to time, and I am featured as a guest on some local programs. My then girlfriend and I get an apartment in the city, and she also has a decent job as a manager at a local restaurant. Things are going smoothly. I'm not being arrogant, this is just an important detail for the next bit. Around 18 months ago, I get a call from my girlfriend. She's pregnant. I, being a 23-year-old at the time, was of course a bit frazzled. I considered the options in my head: adoption, abortion, or being a father. I didn't raise the first two options to my then girlfriend. I thought that may come off as insensitive. She wanted to keep it. I figured I was young, wealthy, and mature for my age. though I suppose most young adults think that. I agreed that we should keep it, and once the decision was made, I got pretty excited at the prospect of being a father. Pregnancy went well until the very end. My then girlfriend got injured. She dealt with depression after that, irrationally thinking that the baby was hurt, despite her doctor confirming that it was fine. Idiotically, I decided to propose to her. I wanted to marry her for sure, and it would be good for the baby to have a mom and dad who were married, I thought. I also wanted to cheer her up. We got married a few months after the birth of our son. She got serious postpartum depression, and my job got more demanding. I wasn't able to be at home as much. My status grew, and my wife was still carrying a little weight. Still not overweight, but she was clearly upset about it. She seemed very insecure that I was cheating, but I wasn't. Not even close. I'd never even consider that. Last week, my wife leaves her phone on the kitchen table as she does the dishes. It vibrates, and I look over at it. I wasn't trying to snoop. Sometimes when a phone vibrates, your first reaction is just to take a glance, you know? It was a new Tinder match. My heart instantly started racing, but my wife was across the room, so I didn't pick it up to further investigate. I couldn't sleep that night for obvious reasons. My wife finally knocked out around 1 in the morning. The baby was keeping us both up. My curiosity got the best of me. I opened her phone, and she has over 1,000 Tinder matches.
That's crazy.
I didn't dare to look at the conversations. It would have killed me. Put the phone down, and I didn't sleep at all that night. It's around 1 week later, and I probably slept a total of 13 hours since then. I can't eat. When my wife asks what's wrong, I just chalk it up to my work, which is also getting affected. I'm at a loss, Reddit. I can't talk to my friends about this since a lot of them are all so close to my wife, and I'm not sure she's actually met up with any of the matches, so I don't want to make a big deal over nothing.
Dude, how are you just, it's been a week? How are you just keeping this in?
Your wife having Tinder is not a little thing. That's not making a big deal over nothing. That's a
1,000 matches?
big deal. Bro, if I found a dating app on your phone, that's a big deal.
Also, if they have each other's fingerprints or face recognition, whatever, how is she getting notifications? Like, how is she just so nonchalant about it?
Blatant
She doesn't care. She wants to be
disregard.
caught,
Yeah.
it seems.
Not trying very hard.
Not at all. It's like she's never done this before.
Top comment says, brother, there is absolutely zero reason to have Tinder on your phone if you're married or in a relationship. I'm not going to spitball or anything, but you should definitely bring this up to her. Of course, she'll end up saying it's nothing, but you definitely need to do something before anything else escalates into anything serious.
This is serious, though.
For your own health, confront her. People will disagree with me, but having Tinder on your phone, in my opinion, means only one thing. You are trying to hook up with people.
What other opinion is there besides that?
Right? Maybe she's just, maybe she's on Tinder for friends. You said there's a Tinder's friends section.
There's a Bumble for friends. I don't know if Tinder
Bumble
has that
friends.
too, but
My bad.
I doubt that. Also, like, why wouldn't you tell your partner about, like, if I was on Bumble for friends, you would know.
Yeah.
I don't get other people's relationships.
So there's an update
Really
that comes
don't.
in.
Okay.
He says, I finally worked up the balls to confront my wife over this 3 days ago on Sunday. We went out to brunch, and after, I told her straight up that I saw her Tinder notification. She told me that she uses it as a confidence booster, something not so surprising. She then opened her profile and showed that she hadn't talked to any of these guys she matched with. I scrolled around for a bit, something she let me do, and found that she was telling the truth. There were only incoming messages, but no outgoing. I told her that it still made me very uncomfortable, that I still loved her very much, and that she shouldn't be unconfident. She said that she was insecure about her pregnancy body. She didn't think I was attracted to her anymore. She had nagging thoughts that I was having an affair, and that she would never see another man. I asked her to delete it, and she did instantly. She told me that if I was still paranoid, I had every right to snoop on her phone from time to time without permission. I told her I had no intention of doing that because I don't want to be that husband. We're off to couples therapy, but I think we'll be all right. I just hope she gets her confidence back soon. She has no reason to be insecure.
Well, I feel like this was the best case scenario for him.
Right?
I don't, yeah, I guess, like, was this cheating? I don't know. Like, you crossed a line. You did cross a line. Even though you didn't message anybody, I think you still crossed a line.
Is it the same as like flirting with the cashier at the store?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know. It's
Is it the same as giving your phone number out to somebody you meet at the grocery store,
no.
but then never replying to the text message?
I mean, maybe just as bad. I don't know, but I would still be like not able to trust her. I know she said you can look at my phone anytime, blah blah blah, but like that shouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be in that point of your relationship where you like have to check your phone every now and then just to make sure she's not doing anything that she shouldn't be doing.
It's not good. I don't like it one bit.
I definitely don't either.
I don't like it. Well, that's it. That's all we've got. Episode 95, Dating Apps, is complete.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't forget bonus episodes, more dating app stories come to you guys on Friday on Patreon. So come join us on our Patreon. We appreciate everybody's support for our Patreon. So thank you very much.
We do. Go check it out. Life updates.
We went, we biked the Kettle Valley Railway here in Kelowna. We did a crazy waterfall hike, and what did we do after that? We went mini golfing.
Oh yeah, we did mini golf. I lost.
It was close though.
It was close. I'm getting closer and closer. Well, actually,
Yeah.
I beat you last time,
You did win last time.
but I'm closing the gap on you.
Yeah, you only lost by like 2 or 4 points this time. 2 points?
I think it was 1.
Or 1 point this time?
Yeah, it was 1.
Yeah.
Give me the credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a great stay here in Kelowna. Yeah, the past weekend was adventure packed with so many beautiful sights. The KVR trail was unreal. It was like a 24K biking trail on an old railway track, and the lookout was like this giant valley. So stunning, so beautiful. There was like bridges and tunnels. It was gorgeous. If you follow us on Denver and Teresa on Instagram or YouTube, or TikTok, you would have seen a video of it. So
Yes,
if you-
link is down below for the Denver and Teresa YouTube channel. 99% sure the link is live for our very first RV life vlog.
go check it out.
RV walk around video.
Especially if you haven't seen the RV yet.
Yeah.
Guys, it's worth it. I
What are you
swear,
waiting for?
This RV is pretty awesome. It's pretty epic. Everybody that sees it is like, holy shit, it's a house. It's a
Yep.
house. So yeah, our adventures have been pretty incredible. And again, I just want to thank you all for tuning in and making this possible for us, because
Literally, you guys are the one who makes it possible. Just by you guys clicking the like button, subscribing to the YouTube channel, supporting us in any way possible, dropping a comment down below. All of that is what supports the dream here at ThreadTalk Podcast, to allow us to bring you guys the podcast from the road. Just listening and all of your support is what brings it all to life here.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, off to Lake Louise.
Lake Louise. I also got a haircut today.
Oh, you did? Denver's
Fresh
looking
cut.
fly AF.
The truck got its first oil change.
Oh yeah, I didn't even ask you about that.
Yeah,
How did that go?
It's normal. It's
Boring.
fine. Yeah, boring. And yeah, off to Lake Louise.
I'm excited because it's been super hot here in Kelowna. We haven't seen a drop of rain since we left Jasper.
Yeah, Kelowna's dry.
Since we've been in BC. Like, BC
mean,
has not rained.
The hills are like yellow, dry grass. It's dry on the
dried
west
up
coast.
here. Yeah.
Here's what I don't get. British Columbia.
Yep.
Dry.
Yep.
California. Dry. Washington.
Right?
The Pacific Northwest.
Is it dry there? I don't think so.
I heard it's moist.
It's supposed to be
Doesn't
like
Seattle get rain all the
rainy.
time?
Yeah. Well, even like when we went to San Francisco was
Moist.
very lush
Yeah.
and green.
I don't know, though. I feel like that was skewed because we were mostly biking through subdivisions that had irrigation.
Irrigation.
So maybe that's why San Francisco. And it was like foggy near the bridge, and we were biking near the bridge. So we might have been deceived by San Francisco because I'm pretty sure the hills on the far side of the San Francisco bridge. Remember when we drove up those hills and we like went down to that black sand beach and stuff? I think that area was kind of dry. So I don't know. I would have to double check
I remember San
our vlog.
Francisco as like a luscious green city.
I remember driving from LA up to San Francisco. It was still all dry.
Dry, yeah.
And then it was nighttime for the last 5 hours of the drive because we got there so late.
Yes.
We didn't really see the entering into San Francisco area.
Yeah.
And when we were biking, it was either concrete or a subdivision where there was irrigation inside of San Francisco. So I don't know.
Neither.
But that's it. Yeah, Lake Louise, Banff, secret location comes after that. And that's it. That's all we got.
I think so.
It's bedtime. So we appreciate you guys' support. Smash the like button. Subscribe to ThreadTalk Podcast. Also subscribe to @Denver and Teresa. Check the link below. Help support our travel channel by watching the video all the way to the end and smashing the like button and subscribing to that channel. So thank you.
Thank you guys. Thanks for listening. We appreciate your support. And we hope you enjoyed this episode.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Oh, wait. I had another thing to say.
Oh,
we'll leave it at this perfect ending because life is not measured by the number of breaths that you take, but by the moments that take our breath away.
In Denver. Oh, okay.
No, we don't have to get into it. That's it. We're leaving it there. I read that on the plaque of the park bench on the last hike that we did, on the Knox Mountain hike.
Yes.
I love that quote. Think about the moments that take your breath away. And with that, we wish you a wonderful day.
Goodbye. My rib keeps like twitching.
Yeah?
Like it's vibrating.
Oh.
Inside of me.
That's weird.
It's been like fluttering. You ever get that? Like a muscle spasm?
Sometimes, yeah.
But it's just like, okay, whatever.
Check, come here. Come here.